ultimately, there's a vicious price war going on, and some of the new EV manufacturers are definitely contenders to be survivors in that market, and names like new entrants like Xiaomi definitely come to mind, and they obviously have vast resources behind them to pursue an opportunity which is very expensive to play in. I mean, Chinese consumers, particularly in the auto space, are very spoiled. You've got lots of new models coming in on much faster cycles than the auto industry was traditionally used to. To be competitive, you've got to be coming out with new products very rapidly at a time when your competition are cutting prices to stay relevant. And the move by BYD, actually I think surprised a few people. I thought that I got the sense that most people thought that they would move heaven and earth to maintain those sales targets for the full year 2025. But I think there's still a lot of inventory in the dealer systems, and I think pragmatism took hold. There's been a lot of chat from senior leaders in the auto industry that the number of players needs to be cut back significantly in order for the industry to remain healthy. I don't necessarily see that happening quite as fast as some of the leaders are saying right now. Ultimately, these are companies with large workforces that are strategic businesses in different cities and provinces. I think that sort of contraction in the number of OEMs is going to happen a lot slower. And in the meantime, the consumer marketplace is fiercely competitive.
As we talk about competition, we're also looking at many of these EV makers shifting to innovation. This is a tech race within them as well. Solid-state batteries or even autonomous driving as they incorporate artificial intelligence into their vehicles. Now, I bring this up because Xiaomi was showcasing their SU7 in Hong Kong yesterday. This is not going to be sold in the Hong Kong market, they say, as of yet, but lots of keen interest in this. This is the SU7, and they have delivered over 30,000 units just in the month of August alone, and this is for the second straight month that it is over 30,000. Now, I'd like to know about the different types of models that are being put out. It's about technology now. They need to be connected to the internet to have all these different fancy entertainment systems, as well as becoming L4 or autonomous. What are you looking for in terms of these EV makers in moving in that direction?
So I think China really led the way in terms of, the cliche, the smartphone on wheels. And I think it was the Chinese consumer that has really sort of led the world in terms of what they expect from their cars. I really view that the tech component and the tech feature and the tech stack as a cost of entry to be or even remain relevant in the market. When it comes to ADAS and full self-driving type capabilities, I've still got a question mark in terms of some of the business model use cases around full self-driving. There's been a lot of talk about robo-taxis fleets in all parts of the world, particularly the US and China. But the simple question as to who owns the metal or who insures the metal is a question that's seemingly unanswered by so many right now. And so it's still not clear to me that you can start to make sense of some of the, total addressable market analysis that people do. Well, for example, Tesla or Waymo could capture X% of the global taxi market. I'm pretty skeptical on that kind of analysis. But, advanced driver assistance features, whether that extends up to level 4, I think is just part of being competitive from product suite point of view. I think assisted and automatic parking is pretty soon going to become a standard, and that's got to get you up to sort of level 4 to be able to achieve that. So it's like the iPad on the dashboard. It just becomes a minimum ticket to entry, and let's hope that the costs can come down so that those types of features can be offered offered without it costing the OEMs too much.